Hello, welcome back. Last time I started 74, and after breezing past the first two rooms that gave me so much trouble once, the third one reminded me that I am still in Grandmaster Red. 300 strawberries! Nice round number. So Oshiro's here. Are you going to explain why this has the name that it has? Because I don't understand. What is 74? Right, so no dashes. Whoa! Oshiro, what happened in here? There are spiky ice blocks now and the music changed. Ah, Hotel 74. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. Okay. That's pretty severe. Oh man. This is going places. Uh-huh, yep. Sounds like Madeline. It was kinda tough. The gondola was out. Ah, do you need my help? But you're not gonna tell her about it. Okay. Yeah, it did do that. There's you. You're the one. Farewell. Using that word on purpose. Nice. At least I would assume so. Ventilation ducts. Okay. Alright, got a follower. Cool. So... where am I going? There, apparently? Okay. 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 Sure, that's fine. Alright, can I talk to him anymore? No, talk time is over, alright? Okay, that's much easier than it looked like it was gonna be. Where have I heard this before? Is this the actual Chapter 3 B-side music? There's no button prompt on this watchtower. What? It's a silent watchtower. Huh. Those things, I have not seen those this entire compilation, but I believe they come from Chapter 7? So those are in the... what do they do? It's been years since I saw this object. So just like a little bouncy bounce that's spiky on the bottom and sides. Okay. Alright, air jump is up there. I think I'm gonna have to do an extra wall jump on the spiky surface above the third ice ball to get that high, because the bounce only took me not high enough for that. Okay, so bounce once, don't hit your head. Bounce again, swerve around to get to the third bounce. From there, do a jump on the wall to get high enough for... will that do it? I don't know if even that will be enough to get the up arrow, but maybe. Assuming I have the up arrow, then I need to do a little bounce on the fourth thing. Fall down, do a really tight air jump. Bounce the thing again. I'm gonna guess the suggested path is probably upright instead of straight down. Okay, I see. So, I wish I had a cursor to point, but anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the first 5 are very clear. The 6th one is the top one of this 3. The 7th one is the bottom of these 3. Then the 8th one is the middle one. From the middle, I jump to number 9, 10, 11, 12. Then I gotta do some ridiculous sliding, and there might be an up. What? So this looks like a split to me. I'm wondering about a lot of things. There is a clear exit to the right. I'm gonna have to slide in, then jump while ducked, and get across a one-tile thing. Then jump again and get through there. But that really looks like an up exit just prior to that. Like there's an ice wall there and everything, but How would I use that ice wall? I don't actually have a clear use case for this air jump. Oh. Okay, now there's gonna be something funny going on here. Yeah, okay, I think it's pretty clear what I need to do there. My assessment appeared to be correct. Second assessment, though, is that... Oh, okay. So the order is different from what I thought. So yes, do this, and, what? But then, wait, where am I? What am I? Okay. This is gonna get real confusing. But yeah, there's a one-way thing under ice ball number 4. I need to hit it, then get the up arrow, then use it to jump up through there to get to ball number 5. Okay. Okay, this has to be modulated just right. Ah, does it? No, I can also swerve. So I can hold full beam jump the whole time if I want. This is annoyingly tight, getting from 2 to 3. Honestly, I think it's easier to modulate than to full beam. Everybody knows what these words I'm saying mean, right? Probably. But I'm never ready for that wall jump, except the time when I was. Then I gotta do another in the opposite direction. Oh. Okay, this is putting time pressure on me in a way that the previous rooms did not. But yeah, the level completely changed. We're doing a super luminary sort of thing here, almost. Okay. Okay. Well, that was pretty much everything I wanted to do, just slightly less than proper aim. That's actually easier than I thought. Once I figured out what it feels like to do it, doing it again isn't going to be that hard. Yep. Okay, that's not anything like what I wanted to do. But that is. Then I go back left with another modulated bounce. Okay, this is getting significantly easier as I do it. I want to keep holding the jump button there. Okay. Oh, okay. This is doing weird things with jump button presses. So, the weird thing I was talking about... Since I have to... Okay, so here's what happens when I don't hold the jump button at all. Here's what happens when I hold it the entire time. And that thing doesn't come back, by the way. So, I need to have the opportunity to hold jump to bounce higher on an ice ball. Also release it to bounce lower. But will repressing... At what times will repressing the jump button cause me to spend an air jump, is what I'm wondering. This was a thing in a much older game from this author called An Untitled Story, where I had to do high bounces off of enemies that required holding the jump button, but I also had a double jump I needed to not spend during that process. I'm never ready to modulate there. Okay, so the low jump is higher than I keep thinking. I didn't have to hold it all there. Now... Okay, I'm gonna look ahead again. Though it looks uncomfortable, I think I can get from ice ball number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to 8 without spending the air jump. Then 8 to 9, 10, 11, 12. So I theoretically would still have the air jump here. But this is when I need to... Okay, let's... I have something I want to test. Should I describe it so that I know what I'm talking about? No, I'm just going to do it. Alright, I'm here on the pause screen. I'm going to hold the jump button. And it does not spend my jump, but I am holding the jump button. Okay. So if nothing else, I can pause to toggle between jump unheld and held. Well, assuming that counts as held, I need to actually land on a... Okay. So unheld, pause, hold, yes. Okay. So if nothing else, pause button can let me do the second half of an A press without the first half. That's where we are with this. Okay. Anyway. I guess it's not even the A button, it's on this controller. What is it? Yes, it is. A button's the bottom one. I had to look. Okay, focus. Oops, right, okay, so I want to hold... Okay, this is good for practicing, like, my jump button holding control, which is something that I did actually have trouble with before. It's kind of like the climb button, just having to manage this extra input, held and unheld state. I'm pressing my second jump button too early there. I pressed it too late that time. Or I was not in the zone where I could jump from. So I really need to hit the very right side of that ice ball. Are there just... No, there aren't just two heights. Like, I can fully modulate. I can get anywhere between height bottom and height top. Okay, this is gonna take a bit for me to work out. That's okay. I'm learning something new. Ah. No. Okay, well that proved that that trajectory is compatible. Dang. Okay. No, I need to be way farther right than that, so I really gotta kiss those spikes on the way down. Yeah. Alright, spikes have been kissed, but I kissed that one too hard. Ow, my lips. Nope. That's gonna be hard. Nope. Almost. So I'm finding these are very similar to springboards in that they abruptly change my direction of movement in a way that I can't feel in advance. I can theoretically see it coming, I can hear it after it happened, but I can't feel when it's going to happen, so that makes the inputs hard because, like, that timing right there has to be done. Somehow the second one is way easier? Oh, close. That's a very tight space, but I think it looks tighter than it actually is because the hitbox on the side of those spikes is very generous. In that, yeah, like you saw how much into the thing I got there before it actually touched me. Yeah, this will take a bit. No. Nope. That was almost perfect, I just have to hold right for longer. How good am I at pulling off open air corner bounces? Corner jumps, yes. Corner bounce isn't even a thing. Not good enough to do that one there. I'm just curious if that's a, just how viable that would be as an alternate. I can try it here. I can do it on a surface that's both spiky on the top and side, right? Yeah, it's doable. I don't wish to incorporate that into my route, but I do note that it is an available option if I really want to do it that way. But I would prefer to route the room the more sensible way. Yeah. Tap. Oh. Farther right. Well, I wasn't gonna make it anyway, but still. There we go. Alright, I actually hit ice ball number 8, so I've at least shown that route works. Very rarely, though. Okay, second time. Here we go. I'm actually dead. I have to hit my head, okay, because even the low bounce takes me too high there. Alright, so my mission is to hit my head, hit my head, hit my head. I'm noting something. There's tall eyeball above that one, short eyeball, tall eyeball. Wondering if that's some suggestion about how to press the A button. I cannot imagine how I would get all the way up that shaft way up top. There's not enough height available for that. I really don't think I'm going up there. Yeah, I'm just gonna treat that as a ceiling ornament. Then again, like, why is it there? But I think I just need to get to the right. If I'm missing a strawberry immediately after the first, assuming this is a level I end up clearing, then I'll know where to look. And this isn't too terribly deep in. There's one hard room prior to this. Everything else is not too big a deal. Okay. No. Good idea, just a little too early. Choo! Okay, I'm holding now. So that was how the full bean bounce naturally took me where my feet were about at floor level there. I don't know if I could actually put my feet onto the crumbly thing with that though. So the air jump is to ease that transition. There's also the possibility of doing a wall jump on the way up from the final ice ball. So, it could be the sort of thing where, like, there's a super turbo secret hidden up that shaft for people who are willing to do things far beyond what I am. And, like, for example, do corner kicks on surfaces that have downward spikes on their ceilings. Because it does look like it'd be compatible with that. But that requires a level of precision far beyond the ones without downward spikes on them, that I do not wish to have to exhibit here. So I'm just going to take the right exit and assume there isn't a strawberry above. I don't smell one. I smell maybe a secret for players who are far more practiced than I am. But that's all. I don't think there's a strawberry up there. Right, key to that is I have to be moving left at the time that I stomp on the icy thing. Key to that is I just have to get really close to the spikes on the way down, but not so close you touch them. Ah. Left. Oh, okay. Left. No. It's not the only key. There's a little more to it than that. Gotta press the jump button at the right time and be in the right place. Right direction, right place, right time. No, too close. I just have to, like, already be thinking about my departure direction well before I have actually landed on an ice ball. That's kind of the killer. Like, by the time the bounce has gone off, if I'm not already committed to my next action correctly, it's not going to go off right. So I gotta think one more step ahead than I mostly am. Nope. Ah. Oh. Right, paradoxically, I have to go farther left before I touch ice ball number 3. Because, otherwise, I keep having a problem where I'm too far right to actually jump on the wall at all. Yeah. This is hard. There's a lot going on. It's just like all really little fiddly stuff that I'm able to understand, but actually executing all of it in a row is another matter entirely. Pat. Nah. No. Oh. Okay, not quite. You know, since this is a jump button modulation room, I should note that holding jump on the way down there would perhaps... I don't actually know if once I'm at terminal velocity, holding jump actually would slow me down? Okay. Yeah, so the effect of holding the jump button has been woefully underexplained to me. Or maybe I haven't managed to parse what the library or gym actually told me, so maybe I should go back there. But, somewhere in here... there's a speedometer. I want a vertical speedometer. I know I've seen one. I don't think it's game elements. Visual. This is informational. It's not in visual. Gameplay tweaks. It's not a gameplay tweak. Where did I ever see the speedometer? I saw one once. How did I get to it? Oh, display speedometer. Here it is. So it's in... okay, extended variants, visual, first section, vertical speedometer. That's what I'm after. Okay. Alright, so vertical speedometer. Pressing the jump button... okay. I'm gonna jump and hold the jump button the entire time. I get to 160 very quickly. I'm gonna jump and not hold, 160, 160, that makes no difference. 105, counting up to 160. Okay, so that makes it clear enough. So this is releasing at the top of my jump. Okay, so the only difference... alright, finally, I can stop saying things that I don't understand and are incorrect about the jump input. The only effect that it has is how quickly the value accelerates from 0 to terminal velocity after the peak of my jump. At least in a normal jump. Okay, once I'm at terminal velocity, it's just 160 always. But yeah, I could perceive the difference in how quickly it... well, sure, it'll affect it on the way up, too. Like, it'll stop the upward boost from the jump, and it'll slow down the acceleration to max velocity on the way down. So that tells me holding the jump button in that one spot would make no difference whatsoever. Okay, I got the information that I wanted, eventually. Now to do the room. Corner jump. That was fun. Well... that part that's the tightest thing in the room as far as I can tell. To the point where I wonder if it's meant to work another way, but I'm not sure what other way would work. That seems like the only one that's possible to work. But I could be overlooking something. There we go. Well, I guess I didn't hit my head, so don't just hold forward there. Do modulate that too. Okay. Oh. Up. Well, okay. Okay. I'll take it. So yeah, there's obviously something up there. Like, there is no reason that wall would be icy otherwise, right? No, there's a reason, so that I can't just hang on it and have a little break. Also, I suspect... okay, sure, so another room here. Let's see. No, I can't get in there after I'm on this side of the room, because it's below and I can't stay crouched for... okay. So no exploring possible upshaft secrets from here. Let's just look at this one more time for a moment. So, theoretically, if I had done a corner kick on the way up from the final ice ball, in theory I could do 2 in a row. Where's neutral put me? Oops. It's 2 tiles out. 2 tiles out with how much height? Yeah, not enough height. So that would not put me in a place where I could do a third one. Okay, I think I see the theory, though. So bounce on the final ice ball in a way that lets me corner kick. Do it enough times, whether once or twice, so that I can access the ice wall, do a non-neutral jump from the ice wall to get it aligned with the spikes above. Use that air jump, which didn't really otherwise have a purpose. So the non-neutral jump would align me perfectly so that I would miss the spikes that are the rightmost down-facing spikes. I would miss those and be exactly aligned with wall jumping on the wall above that has leftward spikes on it. I would then use my air jump, do a spiked wall bounce, but just a spiked wall jump by veering away slightly at the perfect time and jumping for a corner kick. I think that probably would work. The timing would be ridiculously precise. And stop holding the direction so that it's a neutral so I don't hit the spikes on the left? Then that neutral would take me to the perfect place for a no direction. Actually, I think it's simpler than that. No, I just have to do one No, I think I would die on those spikes on the left before I got high enough to do a corner jump on that corner. If I somehow didn't die on the right-facing spikes, I would be at the perfect place to do a neutral corner jump, another neutral corner jump, then I would be up there, safely able to climb to the top of the screen, where either there's a room transition or nothing. Part of me is tempted to turn on infinite jumps and see if there's something up there, but that's not the part of me that's in control of the controller right now. I can see... Well, I can clearly see that there's a shaft that continues. This is not very pleasant to look at. So there's the left side of the wall narrows by 1. That doesn't prove there's a room up there that you can actually go to. But it looks like there might be. Okay, anyway. I'll take a peek at this room. There is a watchtower at the start of it. This is a real room.